Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about how you can play against very aggressive teams in Valorant. So I'm going to be talking about defense and attack, and I chose Chamber on Fracture for no specific reason. I just kind of wanted to swap it up a little bit. I don't always play on Fracture. So someone commented this yesterday, and pretty much this does happen in all ranks, probably in some ranks more than others. Sometimes if you play, especially against more than two duelists, you're going to be getting really aggressive plays from the enemy team. And so how can we play against this? Because you definitely want to adapt. Again, Valorant's a very reactive game. You want to kind of swap your playstyle up just a little bit each time you find something out about the enemy and throughout all rounds. So the biggest thing here is to stop peeking. So if you peek like this occasionally, especially if you're like Chamber, you have a TP. If you're playing against a really aggressive team, there's going to be like everyone right here if you peek. So you want to be really careful and you want to play cheese spots. That's the other part of this is find cheese spots and try to play as many of them as you can. So good cheese spots might be like playing this little cubby here, kind of just playing here, having someone play with you. Come over here behind these boxes and kind of just chill here until they're running up and then swing on them. Also TPing up here, like this. You might want to put the TP, you know, like over here so it doesn't get shot. But then you can hold an angle like this. You can, look over here, make sure you don't get flashed, get the kill, TP out, grab your TP. And now you can just play retake. That's one of the next things is stack sights and play retake. So whenever you're getting rolled, like steamrolled, because they're just 5-man pushing stuff really hard and they're just winning gunfights, you guys want to try to 4 or 5 stack sights. So like try to pick either one of these and then maybe have like one person on the other side just to listen and get out if they're there. And basically what this does, it makes your chance of holding the site significantly higher. So you can imagine like if I have someone like right here, we have someone back here, we have someone tower, we have someone watching arcade as well. We have a much higher chance of winning this than if we just have like 2 here, 1 here. Like, you know, if we're not on the same page as if your whole team doesn't realize that the enemies are just hard pushing every round, you got to let them know, and you got to tell them, okay, they're hard pushing, we can't hold how we are right now, so let's stack a site. And let's play retake. So if they don't come to the site that we stacked, then let's retake the other site. So in this case, if they don't come B, let's retake A. And then we have a pretty good chance to retake. We just have to get there quickly, right? Have to rotate quickly. So next is keep your team's morale high. That kind of ties into that. Like, all right, guys, we're getting steamrolled, but let's adapt. Let's change. You guys can word that or phrase it however you want in your game, but just, you know, make sure that comms are always really important. So say like, you know, we're getting steamrolled right now, but don't worry, guys. We're completely fine. You know, let's keep trying. We got it. Stuff like that, you know. Whatever you want to say to keep your team's mental there is really good. And then the last thing I have down here is use utility and abilities to slow down and damage enemies. So like, again, imagine, let's go to A site just to swap it up, because this obviously can happen on any site, on any map. But so if they're hard pushing here, you might imagine, what if they, like, let's say they've pushed out door 2 rounds in a row and it's worked. So what you might do here is play up top here, and then whenever you hear them stomping right here in A main, you're gonna, like, if you're on raise, you might pre-nade this. You might throw this before the round starts. Play right here, kind of wait for them. Again, this is sort of a cheese spot, sort of not. You're kind of playing reactively. This isn't a spot you would normally play at the start of a round, but if, you know, they come out door a lot, then you put the trip there, and then you peek off the trip, you TP away wherever your TP is, and, you know, you kind of just reposition. So again, we'd be stacking A site here if they've done that. We want to tell our team, all right, let's put at least 3, maybe 4 here, or maybe even 5 if you guys, it's like really tough game for you to hold, because if you can't hold and you're 5 stacking a site, then it's definitely a pretty tough game. We could say that much at least. So again, raise nade, sage slow orbs, trips, like any kind of utility that you have, like chamber ops, really good as well, of course. Any utility like sage wall, anything that you can do to slow them down, it's going to be useful for holding the site and then allowing your team to also rotate. And maybe even forcing them away and to go back. And then you're kind of forcing an aggressive team to be more passive, or to kind of like concede or to give up this area that they kind of accept they can't because of your utility. So really the most important thing, the most important takeaway from whenever you're fighting a really aggressive team is to stop over peeking. So again, we can see that right here. If we're peeking A main, stop peeking, because they probably know how to peek, right? They're duelists and they're aggressive, so that's their game. You don't want to be playing their game. You want to play your game. Your game is to play cheese spots in this scenario. So cheese spots on A might be, I don't know. This is definitely a cheese spot. We see right here. Aggressive players might be a little dumb. They might not clear corners. We can play right here. Might not want to put the trip there because they might be able to hear that. And just kind of play close. This is definitely a nice cheese spot as well. Other cheese spot, you might TP up here and have someone sit dish for you, so you don't have to worry about it. And then, you know, yeah, basically, you want to make them come to you, you want to play retake, and you want to stack sites. Those are really the most important things. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. If you guys have any questions about this or any other guides you want me to make, let me know. And if it's a good idea, I will definitely make it because I love helping you guys out. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.